Welcome back. I'm Old Spy, and we are continuing on with our Dark Souls 2 walkthrough. Head right through here. Before we head out, got an item back here, Monastery Charm. Yeah. Oh, that's a rusty. There we go. Cures poison and restores HP, so definitely be useful coming up. Here we got another Buster Sword Giant. I would love to get that sword. Effigy. Full item and the halberd. So there are a few really important items here. First time we fight one of these guys. Nothing too much to worry about. Definitely love that guy's armor set. We'll get there. Sublime Bone Dust, which will improve our Estus flask, which will give us more HP per use. And we do need to hurry up and get out of this. Maybe I will buy the Elite Knight set just because. We are not nearly as knightly as we should be. Be aware of these guys. Although they are no real threat, we just want to not get caught up. Alright, now that everything's clear, let's go ahead and we're going to use one of our fragrant branches. So there we go. That's the real prize here, the Estus Flask Shard. And now that I remember it, we got some night gear. Hopefully we have... It's going to be close, but you know what? That's not looking too bad. If we can get rid of these. We can, and we're still under, and it's pretty... Actually, it looks pretty damn good. Alright, I'm digging it. Even better. Although I don't know, man, I kind of like that. Kind of digging that. But either way, once again, the most important thing is that we have upgrade to our Estes, so now we have 5 uses, so we're getting there. And again, I know I'm beating a dead horse, but you know, all of that, the Estes use and all that kind of adds to the slow start, which we're sort of still getting out of. Alright, so we're going to head to Majula. First thing that we can do is if we go to burn here, we can burn our sublime bone dust, which will, as I said before, increase our HP regain from our Estus flask. So we've got Estus flask plus 1.
Is that a
Estus
shard?
flask plus 1.
Here to see light. However,
let's check.
there seek list.
What level at? How much do we need? Can't get 1. Pick up any soul items? Any worthwhile soul items? That one might be. Not quite gonna get us 2 levels.
There seek less this.
But we'll put 1 into. Actually, let's do that. Cool. Alright, good deal. I think we are all set. I think, yeah, I don't think we need to do anything else. Head back to the outskirts of No Man's Wharf here. What I will recommend, especially because we have a pretty good move set with our weapon one-handed, I will recommend the torch. Got plenty of time. Got 50 plus minutes of torch time, which is annoying. I mean, let's be honest. I know the whole idea behind it was that this game was, in its original form, was supposed to, or its intention, not even form, because it never really even happened. It was supposed to be all about lighting. Everything was supposed to be like super dark. But we are going to go ahead. This is kind of a fun thing to do. We're going to go ahead and light as many torches as we can. Kill as many Varangians as we can. Which are these guys. Decent little enemy. Nothing too spectacular. Again, you don't have to light these torches. It's just fun to do. Man, trying to be pretty sneaky there, huh? Yeah. Soul of a Proud Knight. Got a chest here. Titan that shard. Soul item and life gem, and you can see these guys getting all anxious. One guy went the wrong way. Not clever enough, dude. Torch time. Bastard sword is doing really, really well. Dark pine resin. We're gonna start collecting these up. Let's actually move that there. And put some poison moss in case we get poisoned. Now we're gonna start collecting our resins and our throwing knife. It's good. Which does remind me, we do need to acquire a bow here coming up. Full of a lost undead and Lucatiel.
I thought that might be you. You haven't changed a bit, have you? The longer I am here, the more madness I discover. A wretched place indeed, but not without traces of its former glory. What could have caused such degradation?
So I decided, since I'm going to be following the two NPC storylines, that I might as well include their dialogue, just because it'd be kind of nice.
Yes, I have not thanked you for humoring me the other day. This is for you. Of course, I've no idea what it is. Our land of Mirror is surrounded by enemies and constantly at war. There is only one way up in Mirror. Join the Order and prove yourself in battle. My family had little fortune and no name. I had to carve out a piece of the world for myself. With two things, my sword and my loyalty to my lord. I was raised to wield a sword from birth. Life was hard, but I never gave it a second thought. I had swift success on the battlefield and quickly attained respectable stature. And then I came here to... Have you heard of the undead? These poor souls affected by the curse. An undead gradually loses his humanity until his wits degrade completely. Finally, he turns hollow and preys upon others. And a hollow can never be human again. One can skirt this wicked fate only with the help of the souls found here. Assuming, of course, that the legends are true. I can only hope that they are.
So if you notice there, she took her mask off. You can see that corner of her face, she's actually starting to
I'm sorry.
lose it herself.
Talk of my fate. I suppose I've grown weary these days. I'm sorry.
Alright, so that's it. So that's going to keep her progressing. Top off with the gem. Whole lot of nothing in these buildings, in these rooms. Except for that guy trying to be slick. Totally whiffing. Yeah, bow and arrow would have been really useful right here. And I just haven't picked that one up. There's actually one available right away. I haven't picked it up yet. I keep forgetting about it. Now, you want to watch out because that dude throws oil urns at you. And that guy's got fire arrows. But with my torch out, if that guy smacks me with that, it's going to explode. Without my torch, it's not that big of a deal. So we're going to leave that one. Why did I do? Not that big of a deal, but... Alright, let's risk it. Let's have him throw one here. One over. Light. Roll. Because we are going to need the torch here for these enemies. They're going to be... They run from it for a while, and then finally they'll get sick of it and try to destroy you. Oh, longsword, nice. Alright, Soul of the Lost Undead. Now here, start to open, roll away. He's gonna bust down, and these dudes are not... They're actually enraged by it, and this is kind of messy. Let's see if we can draw one out. Of course not, because this is Dark Souls 2. You can't just fight one enemy at a time. Oh, buddy. We're gonna run. We're gonna run. Thank you. Double chug, save the day. Now this guy wants to be afraid. Now that he's all alone. Heavy boots, they actually drop... See, it will drop the entirety of this set right here. Heavy boots, which is the, I want to say it was the Pyromancer set from Dark Souls 1. Or at least their starting gear. Whatever. Great sword. Really damn cool weapon. That may get thrown into the mix as well. Not quite sure. It depends on what we have when we meet the qualifications, whether we use them or not. Alright, green, so we want to roll away. Silver talisman. Right here. You can transform into the environment. So it's useful if you're trying to hide from somebody that invaded or something like that. Yeah. Careful right here. Fighting these guys on the steps with two of them can be a recipe for disaster. Alright, straight out of Goonies. Here comes One-Eyed Willie's ship. And that is now our destination. Gonna be heading that way. Right up. I've never understood that sequence fully, but whatever. Fire arrow. Couple. Yeah, where is he? There he is. Ooh, the shadow top. Really cool set. Not nightly enough for us though, so we won't be messing with it. Oh Lord. Ooh, that was almost the stupidest thing I've ever done. And you can see he's throwing his oil urn, man. He sees the torch. He wants us to explode, but it's not going to happen. Alright, continue on. Another shadow guy is going to drop down. Ooh. What I was going to say is let's go ahead and use a repair powder, as our weapon was getting dangerously low. And I do not want to have to switch right now. Do be careful. See, that guy just got poisoned. And poison in this game is vicious as hell. Varangian armor. So you want to watch out for that. I don't think a throwing knife will break that pipe. It will. Awesome. So, Flame Butterfly is pretty cool. It allows you to light your torch if you don't have a fire source around. It's actually really useful. Another fragrant branch, so we're doing good. And this thing looks suspicious, so we're going to go ahead and take a swing. Got a crystal lizard. One-handed bastard sword is really effective at killing the crystal lizards. That's one good thing about it. Alright, now here's the real star of the show. Royal Soldier's Ring. That is going to boost our equipment burden. So at this point, let's see. What is that going to do? Yeah, that's going to about 60 HP, which will recover pretty quickly. So let's throw that on, and you can see we're down to 57. So we're doing good. That's going to help us out going forward as well. All right, a couple more things that are really important. I know we're getting long on time, but I'm going to try to finish this area. As quick as possible. Now, here's our man.
Who are you? I, Gavlan.
Gavlan and Gavlan Wheels and Deals.
With Gavlan.
So this is a place, kind of a first, where we can actually sell items directly for souls. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to sell away all the equipment that we're not going to use for the playthrough, starting with the dagger. This broken sword, which is actually a dagger. Short sword, we're not going to use. Fire longsword, not going to use. Got two long swords, we'll keep that. We'll keep that just for nostalgia. Get rid of the axe. Craftsman's hammer. Don't want it. Halberd we'll keep. We'll get rid of the old knight's halberd. Grand lance we'll keep. Get rid of the whip. Get rid of the catalyst. Get rid of that. Get rid of the crossbow. And I do have to remember to get that. And we'll keep all of our shields. Just because. We'll sell off just the hollow stuff that we've acquired. Gavlan chugs his brew in the background. Yeah, I think that is it. Alright, looks good. Can sell because you can't equip. Actually, need to equip that, so can't sell that yet. Not selling any of that.
Gavlan. Gavlan. With Gavlan. Many.
Let's put our +1 on. Well, he does sell the Ring of Giants, which is good if you're two-handing a weapon. So if you're doing a strength build and you got enough for that great sword, I would recommend buying that. And real quick, man, I'm wasting time. Cool. Good deal.
Many thanks.
Now, you can continue on going back that way. There's really nothing that we need or want back there. And I'm getting long on the episode. It just takes you down there and back to where we were. We don't need to mess with it. There's nothing back there that's worth our time and effort. We've got all the good stuff from this area. And I really need to pop open this shortcut and get rolling here. So that's our mission. Do note if you roll in the water with your torch out, it will go out. So if you want to keep your torch lit, don't do that. Alright, cool. So now we've opened up the shortcut. We got a clear path to the boss. And we will do that. Well, let me go ahead and do this. Just because it will bother me if I don't. Oh yeah, one more thing before we wrap up. You want to respec at any time and do some magic action. This is your guy. He won't talk to me because I'm not smart enough. You need 10 intelligence for him to talk as that guy falls off the dock over there. You need 10 intelligence for him to interact with you and go back to Majula. We don't have that. We're not going to have that for this build, so we're not worried. Put our torch away now. We got a nice lit path. And the place looks totally different from when we came in here first. Alright, I'm going to run back. That's going to do it. Come back, we're going to fight the boss and continue on, head out of this area and all that good stuff. So I will see you on the next episode.